I just wanted to ask you. We don't hear a lot about how the team's preparations for tournaments and stuff like is before. How has your preparation been for Pro League here? What have you done?
Yeah, to be honest, we have a lot of problems with our time management because we had problems with our health. Like 3 players got sick, and mostly we play in online tournaments also. There is no room to preparation at all, I can say. Right now, we will prepare our game here in Malta. Like I finish interviews and we go practice, and we will build and fix problems that we have in our game. Also, we're doing rewatches right now and trying to progress in the key position on the map for individuals. And we change some tactics, like basic things. So, but we don't have enough time for it, sadly. I hope we will have it in near future.
Okay, that doesn't sound very optimal for going into a tournament. What?
Yeah.
How do you feel about all this? Are you sad that you cannot prepare the way you want to?
Yeah, it's of course it's sad, but we can do anything about it. Like it's health issue and it's things that you can't control. But like for the last like 3 months, it's happening too often for us. Maybe just bad luck or I don't know.
How much effect do you think that has on the team performance in the last couple of months?
I think it affects pretty much because we playing not good at all. Like I can see that we missing a lot of game time on the server. It's just not enough playing basically.
So you have a big job down in Malta as the in-game leader also to prepare the guys. How much work are you gonna do you have to make to do here for you to go to the playoffs, for example?
Uh, Actually we change in-game leader for this tournament and maybe for further. We'll get Woro back to calling start round. I will mid call and we will try to work this way, like combined together, so it would be easier for all of the team. And Most of the work of preparation will be done by our coach before the game and our analytic reason who is behind me. So I think if we combine 4 people, it could work pretty well. We'll see.
Is that something you wanted to 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 have off your shoulders, or who made that decision?
Yeah, we decided that we're missing right now as Boros left aggressive players who take in space. So I will focus on that and on my individual game more in the start of the rounds, and in the mid rounds I was calling anyway all the time, so it doesn't change anything basically.
Okay.
Just will be a bit easier for me in the start.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the in-game leader role. If you like being an in-game leader, uh, what?
Yeah, overall I like it. I think I felt good on this role, but positioned wisely, I have very bad position for in-game leader roles. Like I think you should have more time to look at the radar and think. On my positions, I always should have fights, and it's not possible to do it properly. One is getting lost.
So with all these new changes, with your preparation, where there's been a lot of sickness and stuff like that, what do you think is reasonable for us to expect of you guys here in Pro League?
Yeah, our goal is to make out of play to playoffs out of group, and I think it's possible. There are still good teams in the group and teams that still need to prove, and I think we have good chances. To be fair,
And you
anyway.
and you're starting off with big that you just played uh, last week or something like that.
Yeah,
How do you see that opening game?
I think we will have advantage over them on LAN. To be fair,
Can you why is that?
why? Because we play much better on LAN than online.
That's fair enough. For Monte as an organization, how important is it to perform well at a tournament like Pro League and the bigger tournaments we have on the circuit?
Yeah, obviously it's very important because Monte is a young organization and they want to build up. They want to open academy teams and things like this to grow around the year. And so any tournament is important basically.
And can you let us in how is it to be in Monte compared to, for example, Navi? How I know Navi is probably a big organization, but how is it? How do we feel it as a player being in Monte versus in Navi?
Uh, of course, it's obviously I have more voice in this team and organization, so people listen more to me, and I just feel more comfortable, basically, and like on my place.
And what did you, when you were in Navi, what did you take? What was the most important thing that you took on with you as an experience from that stay?
Yes, it's that you need to practice and train uh, every time you have free time. Basically, that's the most important, and experience of winning trophies. It's slight, it's very small details that I think I were missing as a player, and I think I bring it to the team after now.
Victor, since the impressive run at the major, where you guys did very well, you obviously lost Boros, who was aggressive player. Now you changed up a little bit after Bro coming in. Now you said you wanted to have the freedom, maybe to be more aggressive, or what?
Yeah.
How is the dynamic on the team? Passive, aggressive. How do you think that will play in now that you're switching in-game leader role and stuff like that?
We wouldn't do it if we think it will get worse. We only do it for better. So obviously, I think it should work, and that's why we do it.
And Bro, as a player, how do you think he fits in with the changes you just made now? Is Do you think he'll be more comfortable?
I think everyone would be more comfortable because they would not do the things they don't like to do, and I will do it.
And Victor, here at the end, now you talked about the preparations. That it was a little bit hard. Uh, how is it? With the things going on, Ukraine, you guys, three guys from Ukraine. Are you able to travel around as you want, or do you need permission? Or how does that work?
We can only travel with the permission of our government, and it's basically to the tournament. So we get permission for 2 weeks. We go out for the tournament, and in that time we need to be back and through the border to sign papers so that we back. Basically like this.
So no boot camps outside of Ukraine.
No, no time for boot camps.
Okay, and that's also a little bit frustrating, maybe. I know it is how it is in Ukraine, but you also need some time in boot camps, right, to prepare.
Yeah, of course, boot camps is much easier to fix your game and to get better. But we will have it a bit later, after maybe before uh, Sydney, because we should have a longer permission for bootcamp as well.
Okay, that sounds good. Finally, CS2 is around the corner, and I was thinking, teams could perhaps some teams could start early in CS2,
Yeah,
maybe get an advantage before maybe the
yes,
major, because a lot of teams are playing, the Blast World Finals, and they can't switch. I don't know when we're gonna switch to CS2, but do you understand my question? That maybe you
yes.
can. Yeah, is that something you guys are considering starting early?
I would like to start early, but sadly, as I said, we don't even have time to proper practice in CSGO, and we still have a lot of tournaments. We have this tournament, we have IM Sydney, and online tournaments, very big prize. pool, and this prize pool is make basically your ratings on Valve rating, and Valve rating is the most important thing in CS2. So anyway, we need to play Counter-Strike 2 months still, I think, maybe more. It only depends on Valve when they release the game. And yeah, sadly we don't have time to do it, but I would love to play CS2 right now, basically.